My name is Marta Łopuszko, and I'm currently a second grade student in high school number 13 in Szczecin. And in this school, I do realize a program with extended Polish, history, and social sciences. And those are the subjects that correlate directly with my interests. I am interested in law and politics, and themselves. And that is a role I am already obtaining within my community in my school. I am the students' right ombudsman, and in this role, I can help the people in my school, the students, to learn about their rights, to make sure that their rights are being protected and respected, and to help them understand why certain systems should work in certain ways. I get to represent them when their rights are being broken, and I get to inform them about certain regulations within this system. And I focus mostly on prevention in my work. So that's why I'm starting a campaign to inform them about their rights, because many misconceptions may have arisen, and I'm here to clear those up. And because of the fact that I'm interested in politics, I think that it is crucial for us, for the young generation, to voice our opinions and not be passive. That's why I participate in various debates about social, economic, and political topics, and that is to learn how to convince others to my views and how to be, well, convincing, how to stand up for my views. And I think that is something that will surely help me in my future work life. And debating also is a chance for me to step out of my comfort zone. I did this recently by participating in a German project, in a German debating project, Jugend debattiert international, as the name already suggests, the debates are in German. And that was a huge shock for me, because I have never done anything in German before, and this helped me break my language barrier and improve overall in my German. And recently, I was also honored with an opportunity to give a speech in front of the deputies of the Polish Parliament, which will allow me to focus on this subjects I'm working on, which is the students' rights. I will raise my concerns about those being broken in Polish schools and hopefully convince some of the politicians that the school system is in desperate need of change, and that is a person who is really in this system and attends the school every day and sees all the things that should be changed. And this opportunity was not given to me by accident. I was actually this year's laureate of an Olympiad about modern Poland and modern world. That was something that I consider one of my biggest achievements, because I did that after only 2 years of high school in comparison to other people working for this success over the course of 4 years. In the 2 years, I have participated in many contests in social studies and succeeded in those. Those were mostly about European Union or law or just overall politics. However, school and all these activities are not the whole of my life, so to say. And my free time, which is unfortunately often limited, I like to do sports. It is my way of relaxing and clearing my head. I do not train competitively anymore. However, over the course of my life, I used to train fencing, swimming, or even chess. And chess is something that I like to participate in to this day. I play online as a hobby to just clear my head, not treating it as a competition that I necessarily have to win in, just as purely fun. Apart from that, I really like to read books, listen to music, or walk on long walks with my dog in the forest. And that's pretty much it that I wanted to say to you right now. Thank you for your time, and now I'm more than ready to answer your questions.
Okay, thank you very much, Marta. Good timing. My first question would be about the connection between your current experience and interests, like you were saying, the law, the debates, politics, the history, with Silicon Valley. I mean, we know that Silicon Valley is the technology place, while your current interest is as you were saying rightly, this kind of major. So for you, what is the connection between what you are planning to get from Silicon Valley, knowing or assuming that you are going to be a lawyer or maybe maybe a politician?
I assume that you may have had doubts about me as a candidate, as you said. This is not necessarily a lawyer place, quote unquote. I think that it's important to notice that the Silicon Valley is not detached from the rest of the world. I think it's kind of the center of everything. It's a center for many corporates, for all these important people, all these important companies that shape our everyday life. And those companies are run within the same heuristic system as all the other stuff. I think it's important for us as citizens to understand the systems behind it. And I think that I will be able to therefore benefit from this trip to the United States, to the Silicon Valley, in a kind of more complex way, as I would not only focus on the meetings with the representatives of these companies as about what these companies are doing. I will be also interested in the factor of how they're doing it, of why certain systems work in certain ways, and therefore I will be maybe able to add another perspective into those meetings by asking questions to those representatives that people who are predominantly interested in, for instance, biomedical studies may not see the issues with.
Okay, thank you. The second question is the following. You mentioned in your essay about the Joseph Rotblat, who
Yes.
first invented the atomic weapon and then started questioning it. What do you think, what invention nowadays do you think is on one hand a big step for the world, but at the same time brings risks?
I think it would be AI, because recently we have been introduced to the ChatGPT. It's been all over the internet, everybody is using it. And it's a great source. You can learn a lot from it. You can use it to help you. Some people even use it to have some everyday tasks made, for instance, recipes for dishes. But it raises a very important question, a very important issue, which is, will the humans be even necessary? We are all afraid that we'll lose our jobs, or that our future jobs will not exist in a couple of years because the AI will replace us. And even despite the AI is such a great step forward for the humanity itself, it also raises these questions, both ethical and really fundamental to the system that we're living in, and makes us question whether it will survive or collapse as a whole.
Okay, thank you. That's all from me. Zbigniew?
Thanks for your presentation, and you are really motivated to go there, and you have a clear idea what to achieve there. And my question, where do you want to study? In Poland, abroad, and you told about that you would like to study law, and where?
Yes, that's a question I'm asking myself quite frequently, actually. I would not want to study law in Poland because the situation is really hard there, and it's a hard market. I was considering continuing my studies in Germany. However, I'm open to many opportunities. That's particularly why I was interested in joining the scholarship. I think when seeing for myself what United States colleges have to offer and how the system works, I would maybe reconsider my career path and studying in the US and pursuing my career path over there.
Yeah, about your career path, what would you like to do in the year 2035, 35th?
35? Well, that's 12 years from now.
12 years.
That's the time where I would already have graduated from university and I would be on the beginning of my work journey. That's probably where I would, during the course of my studies, I would like to, find out a bit more in depth about the world of law and how this functions in the place where I would choose to settle and live. I would love to connect, the field of law and the field of humanitarian work. If it would be possible, I would love to protect citizens' rights. I would like to make sure that those rights are being respected and to help those in need. but right now I'm quite young, so I do not want to determine my future career path for the time where I'll be nearly twice my age. So as I said, I'm open to new ideas and to rediscovering myself.
Okay, and do you think that the trip to United States, to Silicon Valley, will help you? In which way it will help you to focus on your interest and to create your working path?
It definitely will, especially because in the Silicon Valley, I will not only get to meet all these amazing representatives of the world companies, I would also get to meet the young people that will go there with me. So those people from all around Poland who may have shared interests with mine or very different ones. And during this journey, I would love to confront those views, those ideas, those plans, and well, reconsider maybe when I find something more interesting or more valuable of my life to focus on. So really, it's just about forming connections and to learning new things.
Okay, next question, Kamil has to put a question because we will exist time.
Hello, Marta. Thank you very much for the presentation and for the detailed explanations. I think we are running out of time, but my first question would be, do you have plans for a political career?
No, I do not. I think there are other people who focus on that better. I'm more interested on helping people find their rights and their purpose in the system. I would not want to reform this. Well, I would like the system to be reformed, but I would not like to go into politics, especially as I'm planning on moving to another country, and pursuing a political career in another country would be a bit difficult because, well, people would rather like to vote for the people from their country. And as I've said, I would like to focus more on the humanitarian civil rights work in my life.
Okay, thank you. I think because of the time we are, Tomek, we can't hear you. I think we should start the feedback session.
Exactly. Kamil, would you mind already starting with the feedback?
I think I agree with you, Tomek, that social knowledge doesn't easily come with the Silicon Valley, even if there is many people who shape the current world there. But I think it's very important that people like you exist in the world, Marta, and that they try to change the world, even if it seems so difficult and sometimes even impossible. These social aspects are very difficult. I've had my sociology studies, but I'm also an economist. And what I can share with you as my feedback is that social aspects themselves don't fill our bellies. So the question is how far social experience and social effort can go if there is a huge demographical challenge in the world, and if there is a potential for economic difficulties in the world. I hope you have great prospects in your life to be free of such doubts and problems. Good luck.
Thank you.
I'd like to underline that your presentation was very interesting, and really you are well prepared, hard work before, and clear idea how to convince the committee that you were to go to Silicon Valley, and I say keep in that.
Thank you.
I like your presentation, Marta. I like the way you responded to my question, which was not easy, how to connect your current experience or future. I'm still a little bit wondering to what extent Silicon Valley is the right place for you, because you have so clear vision about yourself, with no doubt, and this is great future for you. So, but I like your presentation. I like the way you debate it. I like the way you give the arguments. So I will keep the fingers crossed for you as well.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.